If you have a query, please write it down there. Okay, so let's get started with our day 2 training. And today we are going to observe a senior demo class. And yesterday, those who were in my batch, I've already told them, kindly watch the senior demo PPT if possible. And today we are going to view the same thing. So let me first share my screen and we will start today's session with a video. Let me play this for you. Yes? Okay.
I have spent my entire life either at the schoolhouse, on the way to the schoolhouse, or talking about what happens in the schoolhouse. Both my parents were educators. My maternal grandparents were educators. And for the past 40 years, I've done the same thing. And so needless to say, over those years, I've had a chance to look at education reform from a lot of perspectives. Some of those reforms have been good, some of them have been not so good. And we know why kids drop out. We know why kids don't learn. It's either poverty, low attendance, negative peer influences. We know why. But one of the things that we never discuss, or we rarely discuss, is the value and importance of human connection. Relationships. James Comer says that no significant learning can occur without a significant relationship. George Washington Carver says all learning is understanding relationships. Everyone in this room has been affected by a teacher or an adult. For years, I have watched people teach. I have looked at the best and I've looked at some of the worst. A colleague said to me one time, they don't pay me to like the kids. They pay me to teach a lesson. The kids should learn it. I should teach it. They should learn it. Case closed. Well, I said to her, you know, kids don't learn from people they don't like. She said, that's just a bunch of hooey. And I said to her, well, your year is going to be long and arduous, dear. Needless to say, it was. Some people think that you can either have it in you to build a relationship or you don't. I think Stephen Covey had the right idea. He said you ought to just throw in a few simple things, like seeking first to understand as opposed to being understood. Simple things like apologizing. You ever thought about that? Tell a kid you're sorry, they're in shock. I taught a lesson once on ratios. I'm not real good with math, but I was working on it. And I got back and looked at that teacher edition. I taught the whole lesson wrong. So I came back to class the next day and I said, look, guys, I need to apologize. I taught the whole lesson wrong. I'm so sorry. They said, that's okay, Miss Pearson. You were so excited. We just let you go. I have had classes that were so low, so academically deficient that I cried. I wondered, how am I going to take this group in 9 months from where they are to where they need to be? And it was difficult. It was awfully hard. How do I raise the self-esteem of a child and his academic achievement at the same time? One year I came up with a bright idea. I told all my students, you were chosen to be in my class. Because I am the best teacher and you are the best students, they put us all together so we could show everybody else how to do it. One of the students said, really? I said, really? We have to show the other classes how to do it. So when we walk down the hall, people will notice us. So you can't make noise, you just have to strut. And I gave him a saying to say, I am somebody. I was somebody when I came. I'll be a better somebody when I leave. I am powerful and I am strong. I deserve the education that I get here. I have things to do, people to impress, and places to go. And they said, yeah. You say it long enough, it starts to be a part of you. And so
Yes, so that was the video. And now we understand why we watched this video. The purpose of this video was to understand why this relationship between the teacher and the student is very important. The best line, the best statement that she passed there, she said there was, kids don't learn from the people they don't like. And it's a very important phenomenon to have a proper connection, a good connection between the teacher and the student, because for an effective learning to happen in a class, it's important that the child feels comfortable in the class, the child feels opened up, and he can speak to the teacher as and when required, and whatever he wants to say, he can freely speak. So that will only come once that relationship has been built. Okay, and that can only be built if we treat the children in the same way as we want to be treated. Treat them as equals, take their name often, have a good smiling face, maybe use some virtual gestures, and we are going to learn about this in the second half. So with that, we start. Give me a second, please. Right. Okay, so we are going to observe a senior demo class in the first half. And in the second half, we are going to learn about how to use our body language and voice modulation in order to build relationship with the student. This whole observation is based on what are the enabling teachers' actions that helps her to build relationship. And that's what our objective is for the day. We are going to identify and analyze. So I'm going to show you some videos wherein there is a teacher who is teaching a senior student and it's a senior demo happening. So you are going to identify and analyze the different teachers' actions across the different pillars, maybe body language, voice modulation, etc. And something that enables her, that helps her to build relationship with the student. And in the second half, we are going to learn about how what are the skills of building relationship with the student by the use of effective body language and voice modulation. Now, yesterday, I hope you remember, I told you that the demo session is of 1 hour. So, and that I'm mute. Sorry. Am I audible? Yes. Okay. Whenever I go on mute, I take your permission. Only then I go on mute. Okay. Yes. So a demo session is of 1 hour. In that 1 hour demo session, the first 45 minutes we spend with the child. We take a fun and engaging demo. And in the last 15 to 20 minutes, we spend with the parent sharing the feedback of the child and telling them why exactly do they need this course, the reason and the areas of improvement, the strengths of the child. And also we tell them about the curriculum, and there are other things as well. So the demo is comprised of two different parts. First is where we interact with the child, that is for 45 minutes. Next, 15-20 minutes, we interact with the parent, that is called parent-teacher interaction. So we are going to cover this parent-teacher interaction on day 4. Today, what we are going to view is the child's demo, that is only for 40-45 minutes. So which hats are we going to wear? Remember, I told you about 3 hats: mentor, facilitator, and influencer. Which hats are we going to wear today? Today, we are only viewing the first 45 minutes, not the last 15 minutes. What do you think? No. Only influencer is not the correct answer. Okay, because influencing part will come when the parents will be there. There you have to share the feedback. You need to tell them that you need to impact their decision making. You have to help them out to understand why this course is required. What are the needs and requirements of the child? What are the strengths of a child? So in this session, we are just going to play the role of a mentor and a facilitator. Okay. So yes, mentor and facilitator influencer part will be covered on day 4. Now there are 3 categories of demos. Now since you all have already got the demo class content, there you might have understand there are 3 categories of demo. One is the junior. Junior ranges from grade KG, you can say KG to 3, and senior would be 4 to 10. 11, 12 depends. You can put them in the grown-up section. You can also put them in the senior section depending on the requirements of the child. And the grown-ups are basically the adults who come here for 2 purposes. One group is for basic English, and another set of people are here for presentation skills. Okay. So in your mocks, presentation skills will be asked. Basic English will not be asked. Okay. Today, what we are going to focus on is the senior demo, that is grade 4 to grade 10. Please make sure you remember this. Junior is KG to 3, KG to grade 3. Senior is 4 to 10, or maybe sometimes 11th and 12th also. 11th and 12th is totally up to you. Now, these demarcations that I showed you just now, junior, senior, and grown up, this demarcation has been given for us to understand. But it largely depends on the level of competency of the child, the proficiency in English, and many other things, the requirements of the child. Now, if the child is in grade, say, grade 3, but he is very proficient in English and he can speak very smartly, very confidently, then maybe you will be able to put him in the senior section. But in case if you get say a class 4 child or grade 5 child whose level of proficiency you can say that is that of a class 2 child, in that case you would put him in the junior section. So it largely depends on the competency of the child as well. Okay, so it's not that this has been made and you have to religiously follow it, grade by grade. No, it's not like that. It depends mostly on your judgment as well. Okay, so you are the teachers. You can judge for yourself, for your child, where and in which category do you want to place him in. Now, while watching the video, I would like to give you some instructions. Let's think of 3 buckets: body language, voice modulation, and other things that the teacher is saying or asking or doing, which helps her to build relationship with the student. Like for example, in the body language, she might wave to the child, "Hi, Ayansh, how are you?" Okay. Or maybe, "Hey, you love dancing? Even I love dancing. Come on, give me a high five." So we gave a high five, right? So these kind of virtual gestures which you use while in the session, those might help you to build relationship. So this is what? This is body language, right? A smile on the face and a high five, waving to the child. These are body languages which you can think of. And voice, you can talk about how the teacher is emphasizing on important words. Like, for example, she is changing her pitch on this particular place, so as to show her excitement. So what kind of voice is she using? And the other things that she says or asks, which helps her to build relationship with the student. Like, for example, appreciating the student whenever she or he answers, or maybe adding some personal connections, personal experiences and all. Okay. So remember of these 3 buckets, go through this once. And remember, while watching the video, we are not going to create opinions. Rather, we are going to identify the actions of the teacher, which helps her to build relationship. Like, for example, "Oh, the body language is not so good. She is so nice." Is this an action that we are talking about? Preeti, I did not understand your question. Is this a common class for grown-up to know? This is not a common class for grown-ups. I'm so sorry. Something happened. Sorry. No, this is not a common class for grown-ups. Grown-ups have a different content altogether. Please open the demo class content and you will get to see the adult content as well. Yes, Amruta?
Ma'am, I'm not able to send messages. The messages are going to your direct message. I'm not
Yes,
able to
okay. That's fine. That's how the setting has been done.
Okay, okay.
It's okay. I can see your message. Now she is so nice. Yes. So what you have written is, yes, this is not a fact. This is not an action. This is an opinion. It talks about how the teacher is, but it actually does not use any action verb. Do you see any action verb? No. But the another sentence where it says, she asked how I was feeling. Does this talk about an action? Yes. Why? Because asked, feeling, these are what? Verbs. Absolutely. Yes. So this is an action. It talks about the action of the teacher, right? For example, he was unhappy. Is this an action? No, it's not an action. It's an opinion about the person. Similarly, if I say, he was holding his head and crying, does this talk about an action? Yes. Okay. So now you understand what are actions and what are opinions. So we are going to identify the actions of the teacher, not create opinions. Her pronunciation is not good. She's too excited, it seems. She is doing over the top. All these I have got many a times. It's okay. But I'm not here, or we all are not here to, draw opinions about others. We are going to learn what we have to do. Okay. Again, every teacher has a different methodology. Every teacher follows a different method of teaching in their classes. So it's absolutely fine. Your teaching method is totally yours and it will be chosen by you. Just that there are few nitty-gritties that you need to, observe here so that you remember where to do what. And sometimes there should be a conscious effort, especially on the body language and the voice modulation part. Right. Okay. So a demo class with a student has different parts. There are 5 different parts that we are going to learn about. The first part is the context setting. What is a context setting? We set the context of the class. We set how the class is going to take place and what are we going to do. What can you expect from this session? All those things are covered under context setting. From the second point, you will see the activities and the, the actual learning. Exactly, it's not learning, but it's a demonstration happens. Demonstration of what public speaking is and what creative writing is and how do we do it, right? So let's start with context setting first. So there are some timings also written over here. It will take 12 minutes, but usually it doesn't take 12 minutes. Okay, I'll tell you why. Let's watch.
Will we begin?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
Okay, amazing. Just allow me a second to share my screen. And here we go.
I would like to ask all of you, should I switch off the subtitles or should I let it be there? Let it be? Okay.
Yes. Okay. So yes, so I think we are all set. We have joined from laptop. I can see all of you there in one frame. And let's just, ensure that we are there to interact, right? So don't worry, keep yourself off mute. We can talk whenever you have any question, just feel free to say. Just all of us are only here, so feel free, okay? And yes, so let's get started. So a question for you, Tia, to start with. What do you see on the screen? Can you read this out loud?
Become a confident public speaker.
Wow, and I like how confidently you read it out. Very good. So what do you mean by a confident public speaker, Tia?
By we mean by a confident public speaker, like we can speak confidently in front of public, in front of everyone.
Yeah, that's correct. Like without any hesitation, and just like when we are there out in front of a public, large audience, then also we can speak. Absolutely. Do you want to become a confident public speaker?
Yes, I want to become a confident.
Yes, amazing. All right. So that's why we are here today. And I'm pretty sure that towards the end of the class, you would have created something of your own. We'll come to what that is and also present it in front of everyone. Okay? Yeah. All right. So I know, ma'am, we spoke on phone, right, earlier. So I know you know me. Let me quickly introduce myself for everyone. So my name is Ishita, and I'm your learning buddy, Tia, for today. I will help you learn. We are going to have a lot of fun here today. That's why buddy. And for your parents, I will be helping both of you to identify Tia's strengths today. Okay, like what is it that she already has, and how can we just leverage those skills so that she becomes that confident public speaker? Yeah. And yes, I welcome all of you to this session, and looking forward to have a lot of fun learning time. Two things that I'm going to request all of us here to operate with. Tia, can you read out the first one, please?
Okay. Speak up. Ask chair.
Yes. So what do you think speak up means?
It means that we should speak and interact with you.
Yes, definitely interact with me. And how we will do that is whenever, we have an idea, we will share it with everyone. And whenever you have a question, you want to ask a doubt, feel free to ask it. Or even if not a doubt, you are curious to learn something, then also ask a question. Okay? All right. Okay. And second one, let's ask your mom to read. Yes, Ms. Anuradha, can you read the second one, please?
Yeah. Second one is high energy. Use hands, face, eyes, and voice at all times.
Yes, thank you so much. I feel like energy in the room is already high, so I'm loving that. Let's, maintain that energy throughout so that we can have all the fun. And one request that whenever we are speaking, you would have seen me that I'm using my hands, I'm making some expressions, right? So whenever we are speaking, I would want all of us to try to use our hands, our face, our eyes, and voice effectively at all times. Can we do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing. Love it. Okay. Okay. Now you know something about me, right? I would want you all to also introduce yourself. So let's try with first Tia. So Tia, here are some of the sentences. You can use these sentences to, share a bit about yourself, and then we'll also hear from your parents.
Okay. My name is Tia Agarwal.
Mm-hmm.
I am 11 years old.
Okay.
I am in grade 6.
Nice. Okay.
In my free time, I like to do drawing,
Oh, nice. Okay. And
and I like to do Python.
Python. Are you serious? You know Python coding?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm learning it.
Oh, wow, that is so cool. I tried learning coding when I was young, and I was like, oh my God, what is all these things? Sometimes the syntax would go wrong and something or the other would happen. Does that happen with you also? You're like, do you, are you always correct with your syntax, or
Sometimes it happens.
sometimes it happens? Then how do you solve it?
By rechecking the code again.
Nice. I feel like you must be very patient then, because it requires a lot of patience. And that is also telling me one more thing about you, that you are very careful maybe, because coding also requires attention to detail. So that's interesting, Tia. Is that correct, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. See, so something that I wasn't when I was young. That's why I can identify this in Tia. Great. Thank you so much, Tia. Maybe, you can teach me Python. And I can also learn something from you in our classes. All right. Okay. And now I would request both of you, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal, to also, introduce yourselves and just a little bit about why you are here. What would you want for Tia?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go first. My name is Manish Arya, and I work for Publicis Sapient. I am a tech professional.
Oh, amazing.
That's why my daughter has an inclination towards coding.
I can see where it is coming from.
So I'm here because I want my child to be not just confident in public speaking, but feel confident within, so that she can express herself at any given platform, be it a social platform, be it a chat with friends, and in a social circle or in a small circle, she can express herself freely. I
Amazing.
can help my child by all I know is coding and IT, so all I can help her with that. But certainly, I'm looking forward for you to take care of my child so that she can be confident in the public.
Definitely. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think, as you rightly mentioned, like these are the skills that are required in today's world. And I really liked how you mentioned, like, not just confidence from outside, but within, and that also means that Tia should be comfortable with who she is and get able to express in the outside world. Thank you so much, Mr. Manish. And Ms. Anuradha, would you also want to share?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Anuradha, and I am a manager working with the company, and I'm here because I want my child to become definitely a public speaker. And yes, she is very good in imagination. So if you give any word to her, so she can express herself. But I want that to explore more in herself. So I can help my child by supporting her in each and everything. So obviously, being a mother, I can support her. So
That's the biggest thing the parents can do, like just supporting them in whatever they want to be, whoever they want to be. So that's the most important thing. And okay, now I see why she also likes to draw. You said, like, she's very creative and has good imagination. Interesting. So wow, Tia, I'm learning so much about you, even when I'm talking to your parents. Great. All right. So let me, also share some quick context. I know both of you were asking that, why you both have to be here. So let me now share the reason. Of course, I said that, we will be having activities where both of you would also be engaged. But at the same time, we will also, like two things that we will be doing specifically for both of you is one, share Tia's unique strengths and future opportunities via Planet Spark. And B, we would also be guiding you on, how can we personalize Tia's learning path? So we believe a lot on personalization of the learning process in order to ensure that, whatever that goal that you just shared with me, that you want for Tia, how can we achieve that goal? Yeah, so this is what we will be doing throughout the session. And of course, towards the end, we will have detailed discussion. Yeah. Okay. Any questions so far?
no,
Not here.
All right. Okay. Okay. And as we begin, so this is another role that both of you would be playing. So Tia, we will be having a lot of activities and games, which I've been saying, right? Now, whenever you feel that you need some help and you are stuck in the game, so you have two lifelines. And who are these lifelines? Can you please read it out?
How to use Lifeline. Your parents are your lifeline.
Yes.
Shout Lifeline whenever you need help.
Yeah, so whenever you are stuck, your two lifelines are present just sitting adjacent to you, okay? So your parents are your lifelines today in the game. So whenever you need help, you can choose that, you have two lifelines and both your mom and dad are here. So you can choose whose help do you want and, they can help you out. Yeah? Okay.
Yes, so this was
Will we begin?
part which is context setting. Now, in the context setting, there are few things that we do. In the beginning, we saw how the teacher welcomed the parent and the child to the session, and she shared the norms of the class that you have to speak up and actively participate in all the activities and get to know the child and the parent, where we have a basic introduction between the child and the parent and the teacher as well. At the end, she also shared the class agenda and create excitement. Now, while watching the video, you could have understood that it is important for the students to join from a laptop and both the parents. Now, this first part, setting of expectations of laptop and both the parents, this one we are going to discuss now. Now, why do you think we want the students to join from a laptop, and why do we want both the parents to be present? Let's discuss this first. Why do we want them to join from a laptop? Thank you for your opinion, Harshita. I already mentioned in the beginning, we are not going to, I'm so sorry. We are not going to write about our opinions. We are going to observe the teacher's actions so that we can understand what we can do, what we cannot. Okay. Not what we cannot, I should say, what things we need to do in order to build relationship with the student. Yes. For a better view of slides, absolutely. For a better visibility, that's correct. For a smooth experience, yes. Clear display, correct. Convenient than phone, yes. Convenient, why? Because phone will be full of distractions. There will be lots of, like the phone calls, notifications, messages, all will be disrupting your class. Laptop is easier. Full view of the parents and kids, correct. You will be able to watch see the parents also and the kid in a same frame. That's correct. And Visibility and flexibility, yeah, so that is correct. Yes, it will give more stability. With a mobile phone, you will keep on, moving here and there. The view will not be steady. Okay. Reading is easier on a laptop. That is correct. Distractions are lesser on a laptop. There is no distraction actually. Yes, very good. To have a better demo as it will help in the better view of slide. Okay, Karan, that's correct. Learner can see the PDF and facilitator on same window. Okay, that's correct. So there is one more point which I think I think all the points are covered here. Only one point more. Hand gestures. Yes, Ramandeep. Yes, I was coming to that. Wonderful. So hand gestures will be only visible if you are on a laptop. If I'm holding a phone, I don't think the student, if he is using hand gestures, it will be visible. As it is, the screen will be very small. Moreover, hand gestures will not freely be used by the student. Okay, so hand gestures will be not visible to the teacher, and as a result, the teacher cannot give a proper feedback to the student, isn't it? Now, coming to what your query was. Where is it? Yes. Are we supposed to be so over enthusiastic during the demo, or is it permissible to be a bit more subtle? Again, teaching methodology depends on person to person. I might be subtle, you might be more enthusiastic. It's not about being enthusiastic. It's about starting the class on a high note. Starting a class on a high note means it should be energetic, it should have a loud start. Loud as in not that loud. Loud means something that is audible. Loud and energetic start. It should have a great impactful voice and a lot of hand gestures, a smiling face. And trust me, when you meet children, when you were children, your teachers also talk to you in the same manner, right? So that is the thing. When we become teachers, we do not realize how we exhibit our energy. Now, it's totally, absolutely up to you if you do not want to exhibit that much of energy. But trust me, teaching requires the most maximum energy. You have to speak, you have to have a good expression. Even if you're having a bad day, you have to have those expressions. Okay, you just cannot say that I cannot be expressive. You have to be expressive in front of the students. Now, of course, when you are, talking to an adult learner, the expressions would be more subtle, more calmer, more composed, and the discussions would also be like more productive, targeted kind of questions. Here, we have a class 6 student, which is also a child, who is also a child. And the child always loves a smile on the face, wide eyes, and use of lots of hands. Now, you tell me if I join and say, hi, Tia, how are you? And hi, Tia, how are you? There is a difference. There has to be a difference. Okay, so yes. Now it's totally up to you if being expressive is not equivalent to over enthusiasm. Over enthusiasm is also good. Sometimes it helps you to become expressive. There are some people who are very expressive. They can easily express themselves. There are people who cannot easily, like the expressions do not come out, genuinely, or maybe it organically it doesn't come. So sometimes we have to make it up. Yes, it has to be that, right? Okay, come on. Next question, both parents to be present. Why do we want both the parents to be present? 1 second. Give me a minute. Both the parents will get to know what is the motto and motive of Planet Spark and how the classes will be conducted. Okay, it makes it easy to convert a demo class into a one-on-one class. That's a bingo. Very good. Very targeted answer. Wonderful. But yes, both the parents needs to be present because it's important. Yes, they have to be the part of the decision making process because they are the decision makers. They get to see, they can practically observe how the class is going on, and they would know what are they signing up for, and they would have an idea what exactly the areas and areas of improvement the child has, what are his strengths. Okay, so yes, and the feedback of the teacher would help them to learn that, to observe what their child will learn and how correct. Both the parents will get to know, quick response. Okay, so that they can witness the experience firsthand. Very good, perfect. Both opinions should be considered. Very good, Sangeeta. Yes, and there are, when both the parents are there, it's um you will get lots of insight about the child. In this case, when you saw, the teacher was getting to know a lot of things from the father, from the parent, from the mother also about Tia, and she was drawing her inferences. I hope you know the meaning of inferences, isn't it? So what happens is, when the father said something, I made an inference about the child. When the mother said that I do this, then I made an inference about the child and I discuss it with them. It's not being judgmental, it is about making inferences. Okay, she draws, and maybe that is why she's very creative. She may be very creative. That's what I feel. Okay, so you can always make inferences about the child, and it will always help you to conduct your classes and customize your classes accordingly. Yes, Aditi.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Ma'am, I'm not able to send messages to the group chat. I'm only able to send it to you directly.
I'm getting your messages. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. If both the parents are present, then they can get to know the children's level. Yes, they will be able to understand, that what exactly that does the child need. What are the areas of improvement? When the teacher will be sharing, say, for example, you have taken a 1 hour session. At the end, you are talking to the parent. You are saying, so, sir, I believe Tia needs a little more help with the body language. I can see that she is very sharp in creating her speech, but while she was giving her speech, I felt as if she could have used more hand gestures. So I'm planning to have a separate session for for body language, where we can work upon the facial expressions, usage of hands, and many other things about the body. Okay, so when you are sharing this feedback with the parent, how would the parent know that this feedback is authentic and genuine? He has not seen the whole demo, right? So to stay on the same page, it's important for the parent to watch and observe the demo themselves. Yes, Sana.
Does it mean if there is only a mother or father individually, we have to reschedule the session
We will
until we
discuss
have?
that. We will be discussing that in full details in this session only. Yes, Amandeep?
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Yes. Hello, good morning.
Ma'am, I want to know, actually, before this, previous week also, I joined the session, training session, and I was supposed to submit my mock. Okay. So, unfortunately, I just want to ask you that why it is not working, because when I open the mock, it does not allow me to upload,
One
make
minute.
videos.
1 minute. When did your training start?
Previous week on Monday. Later
Previous
on
week,
now,
Monday?
yes.
Have you given all your mocks?
Some of them were missed.
Sorry?
Not all. Some of them were missed.
Some of them are still left. Are you able to
Yes.
give those mocks?
No, ma'am. Assignments were also not. I could not submit because it was not opening. There was something wrong with the assignments and the video, mock video also.
Why didn't you raise this in the query session on Friday?
Because that time also there was a Wi-Fi connection problem, so I could not attend the last session also. And I think I was supposed to submit that before Friday, Friday was the deadline at 7 p.m., right?
Friday, that was the deadline for mock 1. Second mock,
Okay.
third mock, still you can do. Okay, Amandeep Kaur from Amritsar, right? Can you please write down a message to me so that I can just forward it? Write your email ID, your name, and the problem. Okay,
Okay.
just write it. I
Okay,
will
ma'am.
tell somebody from the team to give you a call back or email you. Also, please
Yeah.
mention your phone number. Okay,
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Sure,
thank
sure.
you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so teachers, in case if these kind of issues occur, please do let me know. Like some of you had written that my assignments are not working, and if every day you are checking your assignment and every day it is not working, then it is a problem. If one day it has worked, second day it is not working, then maybe we can go ahead with that. But if every day it is not working and if the Willow platform is not opening, then there is a problem. Please highlight it during the training session so that at least I can do something. Okay. Okay, so by interacting with the parents, teacher can tap into the holistic development. Absolutely, yes. Academic, social, academic progress, social, emotional, and behavioral growth. That's true, but that comes much later on. But as of now, for the demonstration, it is important that demonstration, see, the child cannot take decisions for himself, isn't it? So it is important. In the grown-up section, you don't need parents because the grown-up, the adult, he can take decisions for himself. But in the case of children, they cannot take decisions for themselves. Also, the financial decision will be taken by the father or the mother. So it's important for them to understand if they are investing into something. If I am buying a car, again, I give this example in each of my training session. If I'm trying to buy a car, I would always like to have a test drive of it, isn't it? I would always like to check whether this is going along with my requirements or not. Correct? If I think about the pros and cons, and then finally I invest or I spend, right? So similarly here also, it's important for the parent to see the demonstration class, to see the demonstration so that they know what they are actually getting into, right? To give a better clarity and helping them understand. Okay, wonderful. So I think you all are already clear about why parents are required. If the parents, okay, there are some questions also. Okay, make the child attentive because they can't make tantrums. Very good, Nazia. Yes, that's true. Sometimes the children also are not in a mood to sit. But usually in those cases, I just ask the parents not to force the child. I just tell them whenever the child is, less cranky and he's okay joining the class, then ask him. Or maybe in that case, you'll have to play a lot of games with that child. Then only he will be, up talking to you. Stakeholders, very good, Garima. Yes, that's the correct term. So parents are important stakeholders. We need to give them a transparent picture of what we do at Planet Spark. Wonderful. What if only one parent? And we are coming to that. We are coming to that. Assignments are not compulsory, but this is what happens when you don't check your assignments. Please do check your assignments without fail. Amandeep, please write it in one place. Okay, I still have your number and email. No worries. Please give me a second, teachers. Okay. So let's see these two situations where why the parents and the laptop is required. Now, when we start expecting something, there are challenges. What could be the possible challenges? They have not joined from the laptop. Both the parents are at home, but one parent is busy. Only one parent is present at home, and parents do not want to sit through the entire class. Now, out of this, I'm going to discuss the first, second, and the fourth situation. Third situation, only one parent is present at home. You really can't do much. In that case, what you can do is you can tell the other parent to join virtually. You can, when you share the link, you can ask the parent who is present to ask the other parent if he can join, he or she can join virtually and join the class. Okay, if he joins, wonderful. If she doesn't join, no problem. You can continue with one parent. Got it? Now, these situations that I'm going to discuss now, not joined from a laptop, both the parents are at home, but one parent is busy. Parents do not want to sit through the entire class. These situations, please remember, these situations are arising when you are starting the class. The expectation of both the parents and laptop has already been set in the slot confirmation call itself. What was the second step? Remember, we accept the demo, then we call the parent, confirm whether they will be joining at the set time or not. It's called slot confirmation call. So in the slot confirmation call, are we just going to say that, okay, this is the time, are you coming? Yes, okay, fine, bye. You're not going to talk that much. You would like to know more about the child. You will ask questions about the child. You will also tell them, sir, you have to join from a laptop because it will be easier for you to view the slides and your child will also be reading from the slides. And, you have a better visibility. I'll also be able to see all three of you. And both the parents have to join. So the challenge, whatever challenge has to occur, that what if there is a single parent? What if, there is the other parent is out of station? All these information you will get in the call itself. So basically these situations that I am discussing, it has been assumed that both the expectations were set in the slot confirmation call, and after that, the parents have not adhered to it. That is what we are discussing. Okay, so let's see the first scenario and then I'll check your chats as well. So scenario number 1, when the parent has not joined from a laptop. Let's have a look.
Okay. Hi, Tia. Hi. Oh, hi, Tia. I can't see you. Can you please switch on your video?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, hi, Tia. Hi, Ms. Anuradha. We spoke on.
Hi, ma'am. Hi.
You've joined from phone. Okay. So thank you so much, first of all, for, being on time for the session. Very glad to see you both. Just one request. Can we, do you have a laptop device at home?
Yes, ma'am, we have, but it is a little busy actually. My younger daughter is doing something on the laptop.
Oh, okay. Is she attending any class or just working on it?
Not just to paint and all, but she's small, so maybe she'll not give.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why we have joined through phone.
Okay, I understand. Though I would have to request you to, please join from the laptop. Reason being that, we will be playing a lot of activities and Tia would have to read out from the slides. So, from phone, it will become very difficult. And also, I would love to see both of your faces, like complete faces. Right now, I can see sometimes half of Tia, half of you. So it would be great if you can, join from a laptop. So it's okay. Take your time. Don't worry, I'm here only. You can go convince your younger daughter. And yeah.
थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है ना उसको बनाना. So, okay, give me just 5 minutes and we'll try to log in through laptop.
Sure. Don't worry. Take your time. I'm here only. Yeah.
Okay. So, हम log out कर दें यहाँ से?
हाँ जी. आप phone से log out कर.
So this was where the parent did not join from the laptop. What did the teacher do? She explained all the logical reasons first. First is to explain the reasons. What are the reasons? I'm going to read it out from here. Second, if still the parent, tries to persist on the challenge that, no, I won't be able to join now. My younger daughter will get angry. See, the parent already knew beforehand that she has to join from a laptop and both the parents have to join. Still, you can see only the mother is there and they have not joined from a laptop. So now you understand what is the problem. Here, they already know that they have to join. Now, there is a mindset also that, okay, the teacher had already told me, now I'm not joining. I think I should listen to her. There must be some reason, right? So here, always remember, number 1, always explain all the logical reasons why a laptop is required. If still the problem persists, tell them, give them alternative options to do it at some other time, same day. Maybe you can give a reschedule option or something like you can reschedule to another time. That can be given by you. Okay, don't be, you don't have to think that you are asking for too much. This is what you are doing and you want your demonstration to be very efficient. You want to have them a good experience of your demonstration class. So it's important you explain the logical reason and also give them some options so that they can take their time and they can join from a laptop. So the reasons why, how we can convince them to join from a laptop, there are 3 reasons. Child will be required to look and read from the screen most of the times. The activities where you all will be participating will require you to use your hands, and hence it will not be visible on a phone camera properly. You will also be participating, and a phone camera will not provide you enough space for me to see all of you. Another point you can add here about the distraction also if you want. Now, scenario number 2, when both the parents are at home, but one is occupied in some work or one is not ready to come to the class.
See, you have joined from phone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Anuradha. Thanks, Tia. And see, now I can see both of you together on a bigger screen. So, of course, the experience would also be better. So, thank you so much. I hope your younger daughter didn't feel bad that we took the laptop from her.
She's just right away.
Oh, she's there only. Oh, okay. I'll apologize to her later for sure.
No, it's fine.
Okay, great. Okay, I just wanted to confirm one more thing, that whether your husband would also be joining us. Like he was.
Ma'am, actually, he is busy with his calls. So,
Okay.
अभी possible नहीं हो पाएगा. Can we start? So he will join in between if it is possible.
So actually, we will be doing a lot of activities in the session only today. Whenever there are a lot of activities, our class is not just designed for a child. We also try to engage parent. That's one of the reason. And second, it's also an opportunity for both of you to be able to understand that, okay, what are Tia's strengths? Because through every activity, we will be also doing a debrief, and through that you'll get to know what is it that Tia is really good at. So I think it would be really helpful if both of you are there together, and we will also be, in fact, after able to illustrate the Tia's strength and everything, we will also be sharing our feedback with her, for her with both of you, and a plan based on her performance, that how can we go forward from here, how can we proceed forward. So it is actually really important for both of you to be there.
Okay, so ma'am, मैं देख कर आती हूँ and I'll.
Sure, yeah, it's okay, we'll wait, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, you're back? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am actually is in the middle of his call, so
Okay.
आप free नहीं हो पाएंगे.
Okay. Do you want to do this like after half an hour? I can, we can again come back in half an hour.
हो जाएगा. Actually, टिया की एक और class है उसके बाद.
Okay.
हाँ, so it will be late.
Okay.
ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि can we start and he can come in between ऐसा.
Okay. Beginning में थोड़ा हम activity करने वाले थे. How much time will he take?
एक बार check करना पड़ेगा.
Sure. Yeah, it's okay.
ठीक है.
I'll wait. Don't worry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hi. Hello. How are you?
All good, ma'am. All good. So do you actually need both the parents here?
Yes, actually, I was just sharing with your wife that there would be a lot of activities that we will be doing where both the parents would also be involved. And secondly, this is an opportunity for both of you to also experience the demo and see how we design the class, and we'll be highlighting Tia's strength as well. So it would be helpful if both of you are here.
If you take my opinion, ma'am, this is a child's demo. I think she can take it better. I can join at the end, and I've already interacted with you in the beginning. So if it's okay, I can join back in some time. Is that okay?
I think I'm so sorry. I know, I might be asking you to stay for an hour, but it would be extremely helpful. So if you could join.
No worries. Understood, ma'am. I'll be here. I'll be around.
Thank you so much. Maybe you can take a chair and be seated.
Yeah, I'll still be sitting.
And I see Tia's sister also. Hi.
I request all of you, while watching the video, if you keep on writing questions, what will happen is it will take you away from the explanations that we are giving. I just mentioned in the first page where I was showing you the different challenges. I mentioned that if one of the parent is not at home, you really can't do much. You can share the virtual link with the other parent and ask him or her to join virtually. Okay. So that doesn't mean that both the parents are mandatory. Mandatory word I have not used till now. Okay. So we do not use the word mandatory from Planet Spark for any of these expectations. Expectations can never be mandatory. Does the school say that it is mandatory for you to buy the books from here, from the school? Yes, they do say. Is it mandatory to buy the school uniform from this particular vendor only? Yes, they do say. But institutions like us, we do not impose on the parents, but it is important for the parents to understand that there are expectations every institute has, every institution has. Even the schools have certain expectations, and they have valid reasons behind that. To bring uniformity, they want you to buy uniforms from a particular place only, so that there somebody is not wearing a light brown, somebody is wearing a chocolate brown, somebody wearing hash brown, whatever. So everyone is wearing a different color. That should not happen. So to bring that uniformity, it's important that you set your expectations clearly. Similarly, here we want our demonstration class to be the best experience, and the best experience cannot come without a laptop and without both the parents. Now, it's imperative for all of us to understand when one of the parent is not able to join, we really can't do much. We cannot push them. It doesn't mean that we will cancel the class. It doesn't mean that we will be rescheduling. I'm coming to that. Anyways, so convincing both the parents to join the session, you can give 3 reasons. First reason, I will be sharing a detailed feedback at the end on the child's strengths and areas of improvement. So it would be helping us on the same page. You will also understand why I am giving this feedback for your child. You will also understand how we conduct our classes and will be able to make decisions faster. And lastly, some of the activities in the class will also require your presence. There are some activities that the child will also feel very motivated if the father is also doing some hand gestures and facial expressions. So to summarize, explain the logical reasons, the purpose for having both the parents and laptop in the demo. If there is a problem, give them some options also. Now it's up to them whether they take it or not. Say, for example, you ask for the father and the father is not present. Okay. Now, in the slot confirmation call, it was already fixed that the father will also be there. Now, suddenly the father has left due to some emergency or some work outside. Now, the father is left. That means what? The father is not available. In that case, what we can do is maximum we can ask the mother to share the link with the father and ask him to join virtually. Or maybe we can also ask her that, do you want me to do it at some other time of the day? If she says yes, then we have to, follow that. If not, if she says, no, we don't have time in the evening, we are going outside, you can take the session now. Yes, I can take. So it is not mandatory, but extremely important to have both the parents in the demo. Is it clear? For the laptop, I've already written in the chat section. In today's scenario, everyone is having a laptop. Trust me, after the COVID scenario, every particular family has bought a laptop, because they also saw that in a mobile phone, it's a very difficult thing to have classes, 8 classes in a whole day. Very difficult. Like I told, teaching content will be provided to us along with the PPT. Will it be the same for demo classes? I was expecting right the opposite. Ma'am, demo classes content you have provided. Are you going to give me the regular class content also? Yes, Trushali, what is the question? I did not get your question, sorry. Maybe I missed it, sorry. As it is an old saying, first expression is the last impression. Yes, absolutely. Won't it be irritating for them? Why? What happens? Why irritating? Will it be irritating if I tell you that your child is going to have a class and you should be the one who should view it? I don't think you will get irritated for that. You might say that, okay, I'm really sorry, ma'am, I'm not available. Now here, if both the parents say that we both are not available and the child is, grown up enough, you can clearly tell them, no parents, no demo class. I really can't take that demo class. You have to give me some other time where at least one of you are available. Okay, yes, Shabir, go ahead with your question.
Ma'am, can you audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Ma'am, that's what my question also, ma'am. If you are forcing to the parents, means it will be like some irritating, na? Because in this demo
yeah.
video, I think.
Give me a minute. I'm not able to hear you clearly. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Yes, Shabir, please unmute.
Okay.
Try now. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me now? Yeah, okay. That's what I'm asking, ma'am. I think in this before video, I think the faculty is pressuring to the parent, I mean the mother to participate in the demo class to his father. It's some like what forcing, na, ma'am,
Sorry, forcing means?
to attend the class compulsory to demo class to the both parents.
I did not say compulsory.
No, no. The faculty is not saying directly compulsory, but what I feel means she's doing like some forcing like the terms.
Understand this. In the slot confirmation call, the parents
Okay.
must have agreed that they both will be joining.
Sure.
This
Okay.
is the second step that we are discussing. Third step, actually, conduction of the demo. The
Okay.
teacher has already set expectations in the call, and now the parent is saying, now I will not join, and the parent is at home.
Okay.
Understand this. This
Okay.
situation is a specific situation. There can be n number of situations where genuinely the parent is busy. Okay. Where the
Okay.
parent is not at home only. In that case, what will you do? You can go ahead with a single parent.
Okay.
Here, the parent is ready to go and talk to the other parent. She is saying, okay, I'll see. Okay, I'll talk. Let me see.
Okay.
She is saying, she is agreeing to that. And moreover, it is your expectation. It is not, so they will always say no. You tell me, quantity of the demos is more important or the quality of the demo is more important? You would want your demo to get converted, isn't it? And it is always in your interest, in our interest, to have both the parents. It is easier for us to understand what are they planning to in
Sure.
future, right? So that's the reason. Now it is somebody wrote that some people do not like to get forced. Agreed. It is not forcing. Giving logical reasons is not arguing. Okay, arguing is a negative connotation here. Okay, it's not forcing or arguing. We are giving the logical reasons why a parent is required. Okay, I think Sakshi also had this question. Yes, so it's not about forcing. It's very important to understand this. If somebody says that ma'am, why do we need to join? My child is very smart, he will understand, ma'am, I will not be there. In the phone she would have said, but in the phone she said, okay, we will join. Now in the class she is saying that no, father will not be able to join, I'm right there, I can take the decision. Now there can be instances where the mother gets offended and says that why do you want the father, I am right there. You can say it is for others also. The mothers might get offended that why do you want the father only, I take the decision for my child. You can clearly say, ma'am, it is not about you or sir. It is actually, if you were not there, if sir would have been there, trust me, I would have asked for you the same way. So it is not about who is paying or who is taking the financial decision. It is about both of them understanding their child and understanding the strengths and areas of improvement of the child, so that they both can come together and take a decision firmly. Correct? So it's not forcing teachers, it is making them understand why both the parents are required. Now, if the parent clearly says that I have a very busy schedule, what suggestions you can give is, you are the teacher, you are the expert. You have the full right to give any other time, right? So but you also have limitations. So you can clearly tell them that, sir, sir or ma'am, I have certain limitations. I cannot reschedule the class after 4 days. So maximum what I can do is, when is the father coming back? Say, for example, he's coming back by 7. Can I take the demo class by 7? After 7, he'll be back by then. Then maybe we can sit, all of us can sit together. So you have to find out solutions and you have to adjust. You also have to adjust. In case if you are seeing that there is a certain scenario where the father is absolutely not available, he's, for the late hours, he's in the office, he's not coming back, or maybe he stays somewhere outside, he's always busy with his business or profession or whatever. In that case, the mother has to be, you have to continue with the mother, right?
Right, sure.
We cannot practically get inside their family and look into what exactly is happening. Maximum we can do is we can ask them.
Ask.
Yes, we can explain them that this is the reason, and if you want, I can give you some other time also. Don't worry, I'm right here for you. You just show that I'm available for you. Okay. Tell them that don't worry, if not today, to maybe tomorrow or maybe some other time today, I can take the demo class. You can take it at your ease, but I would really appreciate if both of the parents are there, right? Now you yourself will see that the chance of enrollment will increase.
Sure. Okay,
if both the parents are there.
And I have another question, ma'am.
Yes.
If suppose the father is ready to join, but he's in the off mind, whether he can join or not, like this, he's in off mood. What should, from our side as a teacher, what should we need to explain to the mother to
You
take
will
him
see,
to the
you will
class?
see. There are activities for the parents also.
Sure. That's what I
Yes,
meant.
we have wonderful activities. Okay.
Sure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Some more people had raised the hands, but I think it answered their questions, I hope. Trushali, yes, please go ahead. You had a question.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Like you said, we don't have to invite parents for the grown-ups.
No, not required.
So, till which grade we can decide we should not, we are not required to invite the grown parents?
See, for till class 12, now for the class 12 also sometimes we do not require the parents, but then at least till class 10 you need the parents.
Okay. Sometimes it's like parents of 11th, 12th grades also, they have to be involved in their sessions.
Yes.
So,
Yes, 11th,
we
12th.
should ask first.
I remember I had taken a demo for, I think he was in class 11, the boy. And he called me up and he said that, ma'am, I have booked this demo for myself. And I saw this was like free of cost. So I wanted to take a demo. But then I mentioned that who will be taking the decision for your classes. So, ma'am, I will be taking the decision. Okay, fine. Who will be going for the counseling session? So in the counseling session, you will be having the discussion about the fee structure and all those things. Who will be doing that? Ma'am, that my father will do. So in that case, your father needs to be there in the session. So that there is a, there you can draw a parity between the demo class and the counseling session. So the parents will be able to make an idea that, okay, this is happening. So that is why the fee structure is like this. There are lots of things. These are not to be said. These are actually understood, right? So why, say, for example, a Delhi public school, why is it a difference between a Delhi public school and any other local public schools in the town? So there is a difference, isn't it? So they have to understand what exactly are we providing, what are our offerings, what exactly the curriculum is, how we are nurturing the child. So those things, it's important for them to view themselves, isn't it? So for 11, 12, it's good to have at least one parent is good. Even if both the parents are not ready to join, at least one parent, if they are ready to join, wonderful. Right. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Milu, you have a question?
Yes. Let's say today I take a demo and the child enrolls through the sales call, right? So yesterday you showed in the dashboard that we can accept demo accordingly. There are many demos available. So are you saying there are two options available? I get to choose the child for whom I took the demo, as well as also choose random demos based on my time slots from the dashboard. So when you say we'll have to take 165 sessions for a particular student, how does that entire process work? Is it that the same child is directly assigned to me after I take the demo, and if the child enrolls?
If I take a trial or if I take a test drive for a Kia Sonet, I'll buy a Kia Sonet only, right? If I like that particular model, I'll be buying that particular model. So if the parent likes me as a teacher, likes you as a teacher, he will go for you only. Planet Spark has no right to provide him another teacher,
Okay.
right? So
Okay.
yes, until and unless you don't drop the enrollment, you say that I don't want to take the enrollment, that is a different scenario. So if you are the demo teacher, you are going to be the regular class teacher for that child for 165 sessions.
Okay.
Now, apart from taking the regular session, say for example, you have 4 hours free in your whole of the week, Monday to Saturday. Now, Monday to Saturday from 6 to 10, you're free, say for example, and you're taking one enrollment you have already taken. It is on Monday and Friday. Now, rest of the slots are free, no? What will you do in the rest of the slots? You'll keep taking demos. Again, you will get new enrollments. You will fill up your schedule, and accordingly, your schedule will be your routine, which we get, that will be made.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes. Amrita.
Ma'am, what do we do when both the parents are unavailable, but then they authorize the
You
child?
don't take the
to
class.
decision?
You don't take the class. You never take that class.
Okay.
You're
But
not
what if
supposed
they
to.
say that they authorize the child to take the decision?
If you authorize, you do not authorize, you give me a written consent also, I will still not take the class. You do not agree to take the class.
Okay.
Understood? In the slot confirmation call also, they usually tell you this. But sometimes there are parents who are very smart. In the slot confirmation call, they said, yes, we will join. And when you started the class, the parents are nowhere to be seen. Do not start the class.
Okay.
Call the parent, you have the number, call the parent, say, both of you are not in the session. Should I be, because I need to drop this class right now. Will you be back in 2-3 minutes? Should I wait or should I close the class? Maximum, you can wait for 5 to 7 minutes. If they are back, wonderful. If they are not back, if they are still, trying to dodge you, please do not continue with that class. The demo is not going to enroll anyways.
Okay.
So yeah, I wouldn't. Okay, can you please write your questions? I said we will be taking Q&As at the end of the session. I can see some of the questions written also. Written questions are easier. Okay, Neha, I'll take your question. Mock test, I will be repeating at the end of the session. Yes, Sakshi, at the end. Yes, Mariam, you won't be able to join from the in between the session because it's 11:24 and the session link expires after 10:30. Okay, so you won't be able to join from there. Okay, maybe you can write your questions one by one and I can answer you in the chat itself. Okay, so yes, coming back, I was explaining you what can be done in such scenarios. If you see that the parents have not joined, explain the purpose of having both the parents in the demo. Give them options. My voice is clear to you, no? I'm using a headphone. Is my voice clear? Yes? Okay. Okay. Yes, after the break, you can join from a laptop. Okay, so always try to explain the purpose first, give the logical reasons, give them options for doing this demo at some other time, same day. Try to get both the parents, but do not cancel the demo. Please read this very carefully. Do not cancel the demo if only one parent is present. If one parent is already there, there is no point in canceling the class. It is okay. You can continue with that class. One parent is okay, but it will always be good for you to have both the parents. Okay. Now, the success formula, both the parents, laptop, and SparkX video, if all three of these three things were there in the demo, we saw there was a huge upsurge in the number of enrollments. So always remember, any expectation in an institution is based on proper research and proper understanding. So this is the research which I wanted to show you. Actually, I should have shown you this first. So the number of enrollments, the chance of enrollment, rather I should say, is very high if both the parents and are there in the demo session and they have joined from a laptop because they can see, they can get the experience of it, right? And SparkX video, we'll be learning about it in day 4. Now comes introduction to PS skills. Now from here, our demo starts. Let's have a look. Now this is an activity.
Okay, so ready to play games?
Yes.
All of you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Shabir was asking, what if the parent is, very disconnected or he's not paying attention to the class, what should we do? Let's see.
Okay, great. I love the energy. Awesome. So the first game is, Tia, can you read out what is the name here?
Emotional request.
Yes, emotional request. And there are a lot of faces on the right-hand side. What do you think this game is about?
I think this game is about showing expressions.
Absolutely. Yes, this is the game where you have to show your expression. But there is a twist. You ready for the twist?
Yes.
Okay. So now, can you read out the first two instructions as well over here?
How to play. Speak a sentence in a particular emotion. Use your hands, face, and voice to show that emotion.
Correct. And eyes as well, right? So I want to again say that, we remember our second norm. So we have to always try to use our hands, our face, and Tia, our eyes and voice. Yes. Okay. So the twist here is that there would be a sentence written, okay, and then there would be a particular emotion. So we have to speak that sentence in that emotion only.
Okay.
I will give an example to start with, okay? And Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal, all of us have to play this, okay? So are you also ready for the challenge?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, all right. So this is the first sentence, okay? Sentence is, I love going to school. And I'll say it in happy emotion, all right? So let me now show how I will say. I love going to school. Okay, was I happy enough?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great. So this is how we have to play, okay? So next, Tia, are you ready? Should we start with you?
Okay.
Okay, all right. Okay, sad emotion. Now this could be a bit tough.
Okay.
And your statement is, I love going to school.
I love going to school.
Nice. I saw what you did with your eyes, like, just blinked it and like a sigh. I love going to school. But I could also see you were trying to hide your smile. But well done. Good. Nice. Okay. Now let's see how your parents also does it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Angry. Who would want to do this?
Yes, I'm more angry.
Oh, really? Is that so, Tia? Your mom is like she gets angry more than your father?
No, they both equally love me.
Lovely. Nice. Okay.
Both are angry people.
Amazing. Even she's enjoying the class.
Yes.
Amazing. All right.
Actually, he will be the better person to do this.
Oh, really? Wow. Do you want to, Dia? Do you want to do it? Do you want to say? No? Okay. All right. Okay. So yes, Miss Anuradha, show us your angry face.
So I'm very bad though, but I'll try.
It's okay. We'll try. Don't worry.
I love going to school.
Okay, now I see why you mentioned that. But nice. I saw you, trying to widen your eyes and trying to bring the angry emotion. I now know why Tia said that. No, both of you are like, you don't get angry easily, it seems. So yes, okay. Great. Ms. Anuradha. Mr. Manish, are you ready for your statement?
Yeah.
Which emotion do you think it will be?
It has to be happy. I'm always happy.
Oh, okay. I wish that I could have given you the first one, but that one is gone. So let's see which one is the next. Okay. Oh, scared. Okay.
It goes with me actually. I don't love going to school.
Okay. All right. Yes.
I love going to school. That's the best I can do.
I could see, your like face had a little bit of smile because I think again we are doing this activity, but your voice having that quiver, in the voice. So that was nice. And also lowering your volume. Nice. Very good. Right. So Tia, let's do one more. I know actually I had only prepared one for each, but I think we can do just one last one. So I give you confused emotion. Can you try doing it in confused emotion?
Okay.
Think. How do we show that we are confused?
Okay. I think I get it. I love going to school.
Nice. This time you used your hand gestures, like your hands also. I love going to school. Very good, Tia. Very good. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for, participating in this. I hope everyone enjoyed. And that was definitely an emotional performance. So Tia, who do you think performed the best? Actually, anyone can answer. Tia? Well, I do agree. Tia, your dad, yeah, he did scared emotion really well. Yes. And what was good? What did you find good when he did the scary emotion?
It was looking like he was really scared. It was not like he was pretending. So that's what I like about it.
And what makes you say that it was looking, that he was really scared?
Because of his face, because he made a face and from his low volume, that's why.
Correct. Yes. And I want you to hold on to that thought. Okay. I'll come back to that response of yours in just a minute. Yeah. So now a question for all of you, and you can use your fingers to show me. Let's use our hands. How many languages do you all know? 3. Oh, wow. All of you know 3 languages. Okay.
Yeah.
So I know 2. I got to know that you already know English and Hindi. What's the third one that all of you know?
I know French.
Oh, French. Nice. Okay. And what about both of you?
Punjabi.
I know Punjabi and a dialect of Haryanvi also.
Oh, interesting. So it's 4 languages for you.
No, it's a dialect, na. So
Dialect,
we can
okay. Technicality. All right. Now I know why you are into this profession. I can. All right. No, just kidding. But yes, great. So definitely you all know 3 languages and definitely a dialect as well. Now, what if I tell you that you also know one more language? What is it, Tia? There are some cues or you can say hint for you over here. These 2 points. Do you want to read these out loud?
Okay. Can you guess the language? You have been using it for many years. This language is more important than the language you speak.
Yes. Which language do you think it is? What are we using?
Your emotions.
So we are trying to express our emotions. And how are we expressing our emotions? Remember, what did I say you to use at all times?
Your hands.
Hands,
your face, your eyes, and your voice.
Yes. So these hands, face, voice, and eyes, what are these? These are parts of your
senses.
Senses. And these are your body parts, right? So what do you think the language is? Okay, your mom is going to help you. I think she's trying to help you. Do you want to say it out loud?
Language.
Yes, body language. Yes. So yes, this is the language of body, when we use our face, our hands, and our eyes. Now, do you want to go back to that answer that you gave, that you were able to feel that your father was really scared?
Yes.
Because he was using what?
His expressions, his eyes, his hands, and his expression.
Yes. So he was using body language, right? Even when you gave the confused expression, you also did like this, right?
Yeah.
And then you were thinking. And how do we know that you are thinking? You were not telling us that, oh, I'm thinking. Tia is not saying that, right? But it was your hand gestures. It was the way you made your expression on the face and your eyes, that told us that, yes, Tia is thinking and maybe she's confused. Yeah. So this is the language that we already know. And my promise is that, within 30 minutes, you will be able to master this language. Okay. We'll come back to this promise towards the end of the class. Yeah. All right. Okay. And with that, there are 2 other things, Tia, that we have to keep in mind to be a great public speaker. Can you read out these 2 things?
Confidence, how graceful you are while presenting and how much people believe in you.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And second?
Voice, speaking loudly, clearly, and pausing when required.
Thank you, Tia. I think you have been doing both of these really well already. You are very confident while speaking. It seems like, you believe in yourself and you're also using loud voice. You are not like speaking loudly. You're not like, saying it in a very softer voice that others can't even hear. You are very loud and clear. Yeah. So this is something that helps us become a great public speaker. Now, I'll just shift to both of you, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal, that why do you think, these public speaking skills are important and we should focus on, say, body language, confidence, and how we use our voice?
I'm not sure about the body language, how you should do it, but I can tell you why the public speaking thing is important.
Mm-hmm.
See, especially I'll take example from my industry. IT industry is a very, it's a very tough, plus it requires a lot of brain and skill is involved. But the only skill which is lacking is the speaking skills, the expression. A developer can give you a very good code, but he cannot explain you how he has written it.
Yes.
It will take him ages. So that's where the problem is. Our client don't understand the developer language. They need us to bridge that. Both know what they are up to, but they don't understand each other's language. So it's important to express and make other person understand what you're trying to convey.
Absolutely. Absolutely correct. Thank you so much. And you've articulated it really well, using a real life example as well. So definitely. Do you want to add something to that, Ms. Anuradha?
Yeah, actually, why it is needed, because, basically it gives, yes, obviously, as it suggests, that confidence level will increase, and it will remove all hesitation. So maybe it will help in that. So that's why these both things are needed.
Definitely. Again, absolutely correct. It will definitely remove that hesitation. And, like she can be that confident self who will believe in herself and just like ready to try out different things. Great. Okay,
So this is the second part where we introduce the child with the different public speaking skills. So first we play a game. Here we include the parent. There are lots of sentences given that has to be spoken in a different way. Now introduce the skills, the body language, confidence and voice, and debrief the activity. So debriefing is very important. Every activity that you will see in senior demo or in a junior demo or in an adult demo, you will see that after every activity, the teacher is debriefing the activity. It's very important for the learner to understand the significance of body language, confidence and voice and the other skills of public speaking. And then we ask for parents' opinions. Asking parent opinion will also enable us to understand whether the parent also understands the significance of these skills. Okay, so these two things are very important, especially after introducing the PS skills, so that you understand, you make sure that, okay, the parents also understand that, no, body language, confidence, voice, these are important things, especially in public speaking. Okay, no, only English, some parents, they think only English. English means English speaking, that's it. That's not enough, right? So public speaking is much more than just speaking in English. Okay. Number 3 is speech delivery, but it is 11:38. So I like to close this session. And I know we have taken a lot of queries today. Usually I never got so many queries. I'll close this session. We'll meet in the next session. We'll complete the speech delivery and writings of speech, and then we'll take a break. Okay? Great. What if the parents can't speak in English? What do you think what you should be doing? Tell me. Please leave this session, all of you, and join the next session right now. Right now. What do you think, Bhavani, you should be doing if the parents do not speak in English?
That's what my question is, because if only there is no only Hindi
What do you think, what should you be doing? If you get into a situation and your trainer did not tell you what to do, what will you do?
I'll ask them what is their language. I can be able to communicate in their own language.
Correct. So you will try to communicate in their language if you know them, if you know that language. And if you don't know that language, you will tell them that, sorry, sir, I don't understand your language. I will go ahead and cancel the session. And maybe another teacher of the same language as yours will get in touch with you. That's what you do, right? Okay. Please leave this session. Start leaving this session. Please don't ask me questions right now. Please keep your Q&As at the end of the session. I request.
So, ma'am, now I have to join the other section.
Yes, please join the next session. Yes.
Okay.
Mariam also, please. Okay, Mariam has already left. Okay, wonderful. Link is not available for the next session. You until and unless you don't close this session, how will you join the next session? What is it saying, Shireen? I will give break. Don't worry. I'll give break. Okay, let me close this.